Welcome to episode 2 of Niggas Eatin, a tastefully offensive podcast with your hosts, Rory and
Temi. Hey, Rory, what are we eating today?
Well, I had fried zucchini earlier, and zucchini is the key to my heart, so I had a blast.
I had all the eggs.
Like poached egg, fried egg, scrambled egg.
Scrambled?
Green egg.
Scrambled with a little bit of sauteed spinach on the side. Put some peppers in that, some garlic, Did it up. It's pretty good. And turmeric, which has been my new favorite spice.
Turmeric.
Yeah.
Huh. So, the appetizer for today's episode is New Year's resolutions in 2018.
Ooh.
So let me ask you.
Me, right?
No, same on me. So tell me, do you believe in New Year's resolutions? Do you,
Not anymore. I used to thinking like, I'd get my shit together and start hitting the gym or whatever and, eat better and all that stuff. But I stopped doing that and I just realized if I want to change something, I can change it. So it doesn't matter if it's January 1st or, July 4th.
Or December 31st.
Exactly. Is that what you did?
Nope.
Do you believe in them?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm too lazy to have a New Year's resolution, so I just, if I want to change something, I change it, and more often than not, I don't. So
I respect that. You're consistent.
Yeah. That's what it is. So the main course.
The main course is movies and music in 2018. We're looking forward to a bunch of things. So I'm most looking forward to Black Panther. It's coming out in February.
February 16th.
16th?
Yep, that was one that we had in common. And we actually talked about that in our first episode. If you haven't listened to the first episode, you should go back and listen to that. We talked about Black Panther and conspiracy theory.
That conspiracy theory is wild, man. But we'll see, The revolution might happen right after that. We'll see. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. It's director Ryan Coogler's, third movie now, right? Third feature.
Fruitvale Station.
Fruitvale, Rocky, Creed.
And then now this.
And now this, yeah.
Yeah, third major. Why are you excited for Black Panther?
Well, honestly, it's because it seems like every fucking black person's in this movie. Like honestly, just off the top, you got Chadwick Boseman, remember him from, Get On Up and Marshall and all that. He's playing Black Panther. T'Challa, excuse me. The ruler of Wakanda, not a real country, FYI. It's got Daniel Kaluuya from Get Out.
Yep.
It's got Denai Guerrera, from Walking Dead, Mother of George,
yep.
and then that play she did on Broadway.
Way to plug it.
Listen, it was a short run. You got Lupita Nyong'o, everybody loves
Maz
her.
Kanata.
Maz Kanata. They got Angela Bassett,
Yep.
Forrest Whitaker. Letitia Wright, who's about to have a crazy year. She was just in the last episode of season 4 of Black Mirror. Sterling K. Brown.
He just won his
first Golden Globe.
Yeah,
for best actor in a drama for This Is Us, which is pretty dope.
Congrats to him.
Yeah, I've never seen the show, but everybody says it's a real tearjerker. So And there's a whole bunch of other folks in this movie, and honestly, I knew that I wanted to see it the second I heard Coogler was directing it. I think what he did with the Rocky franchise was amazing. And I even forgot, Michael B. Jordan is the villain. He's Killmonger in this. And if you ever saw him, all the way back on The Wire as Wallace, and in Fruitvale. He's just a real talented dude, and to see them team up again, I just knew this shit is gonna play amazing. And then it was game over once they played that first trailer during the NBA finals. You just saw all these colors. You just saw that they gave Coogler and his whole team room to run.
I've wanted to see Black Panther ever since Ava was attached. To it.
Oh yeah.
And then she said, "No, Disney."
She said, "I'm cool."
And then she turned around and she got her $100 million film, Wrinkle in Time. We'll see if that makes either of our lists.
Yeah.
But also the production design is by Ruth E. Carter, she did Moonlight recently.
Oh, okay.
She's part of that new black wave. Obviously the directors Ava, Ryan, Barry, and all of this, and some of the directors like Bradford Young, who I'm assuming we're going to be talking about later in this episode.
Maybe.
No, Ruth E. Carter is the costume designer. I'm sorry. She did a costume for Malcolm X. She was on Selma too as costume designer.
Okay.
And then Hannah Beachler is the production designer, and she's the new up and coming girl, in terms of
production design.
Right.
And that's super important. It's something, I know as I continue to work on my craft, figuring out how how such an important role that is to be able to like get your film to look right. You know, I've had so many short films where it's supposed to be, you know, outer space or future dystopian future, and it's like some kid's backyard. You know?
Hey, work with you got. 3 films on this list that I want to see in 2018 actually came out in 2017, but I'm only going to have a chance to see them in 2018. So the first one is I Am Not a Witch.
I Am Not a Witch. Right. Remind me again what that one was.
I have no idea. People were hyping it up on Twitter.
Okay.
And so it's playing at Sundance when we're going to be at Sundance.
Okay, dope.
And so I'm going to see if I can hop on to see that. So I have no idea what it's about at all. I haven't seen a trailer. I don't know who directs it. It's just like everybody keeps talking about I Am Not a Witch, so I'm pretty hyped about
So it's
that.
like a word of mouth thing.
Yeah.
That's
it's one
dope.
of those things where it's just like the opportunity presented itself, so I might as well.
Got you.
It's directed by Nyong'o.
Okay.
If I'm mispronouncing that, I apologize.
You tried.
But I have no idea what it's about.
Okay.
But I'm assuming witchcraft.
Yeah, maybe you'll get a chance to see it then.
Yeah.
Cool.
Back to you.
Okay, number 2. This is coming out in April, I believe. Solo, a Star Wars film.
So that's the second film, and I think the only the last one that we have in common, and that's actually coming out in the 25th of May.
Oh, okay. It's actually
Yeah.
further out than I thought.
Yeah,
All right.
25th of May.
Well, why are you excited about it?
Well, you know, as Howard film students, graduate Howard film students, there's a name that floats around recently. Big name.
Who could that
called
be?
Bradford Young.
Brad Young, yeah.
We've met him a couple of times. He actually taught a seminar that we went to for Howard students in cinematography. And he shot a Star Wars film.
Which is fucking awesome.
That's awesome. Like, to watch his growth from... Because we've seen some of his short films that he did at Howard. And they're rough.
Yeah.
They are rough. And then his come up with Mississippi Damned to Pariah, which was kind of his like breakout.
Restless City with Andrew Densomu.
And then his follow-up with Andrew, Mother of George, which completely... Arthur Jaffa, actually, the cinematographer of Daughters of the Dusk, called it the best black cinematography.
I mean, AJ's a smart dude. And I agree.
It's a great film. And then he did, Brad, of course, did Selma. And then last year he was the first African American nominated for an Oscar in cinematography for his work on Arrival.
Yeah.
By Denis Villeneuve, whatever his name is. Yep.
Canadian director. He also did Blade Runner and whatnot. I mean, Arrival was great. I remember we went to see that, and you know, he was talking about it before. He's like, yeah, shooting with Amy Adams was interesting. And we're just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like, you only shoot black people.
Right, and he's talking about special effects. And we're like, wait a minute. Special effects and a white lady? Like,
this doesn't seem...
What's going on?
Yeah.
You know?
from Restless City and Mother of George and Selma, where it's, you know, all about black people. And there's effects in it, obviously, with great.
Yep. Damn. Yeah, we're going to take a little break, get this settled. We'll see you in a bit. Yeah, sorry, everybody. We just had a fire alarm in our building. That's some ghetto-ass shit we just had going on. But we're back. We were talking about Bradford Young, cinematographer for Han Solo Star Wars movie, which we're both excited for this year, right?
Yep. And it actually has a very unique history. Well, I guess not so unique for Star Wars films recently, when they're kicking directors off.
What do you mean, Rory?
I don't even know who was directing it originally. The twins.
They're not twins. It's a duo. I think something Miller and something Lord, who directed the 21 Jump Street reboot movies.
Okay.
So they were brought in to write and direct Han Solo.
Apparently, it was too comedic for
the likings of Kathleen Kennedy.
Who's Kathleen Kennedy is the
president of Lucasfilms now.
So she didn't like that, so
she's like, get out.
Yep, and hired Ron Howard, whose films include The Grinch.
The Grinch, Road to Perdition?
Nope.
That's Ridley Scott.
That isn't. Yeah, maybe.
Apollo 13.
Yes. So clearly he's a great director. He used to be, what's his name from American something? He was on the TV.
He was on Happy Days. So he's the dude in Happy Days.
Besides Bradford Young shooting this, and besides it being about Han Solo, I know nothing about it. And I really couldn't care less about it.
I'm super excited for that. So that was me. What's your third one?
So my next one is Phantom Thread by Paul Thomas Anderson, which premiered on Christmas 2017, but isn't hitting DC until apparently the 19th of January. So, yeah, Phantom Thread looks boring, but...
Whoa, hold up.
But there's a story. It's a story.
Okay.
So it looks boring. And when I watched There Will Be Blood for the first time, which was my first Paul Thomas Anderson film, it looked boring. But oh boy, was I wrong. Mm-hmm. That is the best cinematic pissing contest you will ever see. It is slapstick, it is greed, oil, religion, good performances.
It's taking all the energy out of me to not do the milkshake thing.
Yeah. So he's teaming up with his the lead actor from There Will Be Blood, Daniel Day-Lewis, who was a crazy method actor who got sick on many sets because he refused to wear, parkas or anything modern because he's shooting in like the mountains of someplace and it's freezing or whatever. But he's not teaming up with his normal cinematographer Robert Elswit. Mm-hmm. Apparently Paul Thomas Anderson is a cinematographer, but PTA was in an interview, and I don't know where, because, we always source things on this podcast like good people. He developed a camera crew that they kind of switch positions, and, Paul Thomas Anderson isn't the cinematographer per se. Okay. It's whatever his camera crew is, it's just kind of like, we'll wing it. Kind of like, instead of this is the head of the department, it's kind of like, meh.
Interesting.
Yeah. But it's also Daniel Day-Lewis's last performance, apparently. Daniel is retiring from acting after this.
He's going to hang out with his kids, make some shoes, just hang out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So... I'm excited to see if it's as bonkers as There Will Be Blood. What's your next film?
Well, I'm just gonna call these honorable mentions, and I have 3 of them. So I'll go with least to most. Least
excited.
Meaning like I'm excited for it, but it's I think because it's out of the ordinary. So Sony Pictures is making a Venom film. Venom is a villain from the Spider-Man universe.
So I remember Venom from Spider-Man 3, which is the best Spider-Man movie ever made. Clearly,
question.
That was a joke. But why it gotta be black? And why it gotta be a parasite?
That's a good question, and I don't have the answer. So moving on. What's interesting about that is though, one, it's kind of weird that a villain from a comic book franchise would get their own film. But then I think about it and I realize,
isn't Leo gonna play Joker?
That's gonna happen, yeah, or. People want it to happen. I was actually going to say when The Rock played the Scorpion King in the Scorpion King,
that was great.
If you watch that again, the CGI is so bad. It's amazing that at the time we were like, this is amazing.
So was Lord of the Rings. If you watch Lord of the Rings, the CGI did not age it, but that was cutting at that was real back in the day.
Wow, he really did.
Yeah.
But so I'm really excited about this because Tom Hardy's pretty cool. He's going to play Venom or the guy that Venom takes over. But what's most surprising is Riz Ahmed, the British actor who was in Rogue One and The Night Of, that HBO miniseries, which was amazing. I just binged that last week. I'm excited that he's in it. He's playing this character called Carlton Drake, who apparently is some sort of scientist who's also interested in this symbiotic life form. So he could end up being a villain. He could end up being kind of a supporting member or something. But I'm just glad to see this dude in another big movie. Hopefully they upped his check and hope that gets off the ground.
So the whole Me Too thing, gotta mention that Riz Ahmed is on the list to be outed as a sexual abuser, along with the other guy from Sweatshop Boys. What's his name?
The other guy from Sweatshop Boys.
Yeah. There was some tweets going on around, I think, October or November of 2017 that were like the Sweatshop Boys, touching fans inappropriately and this and that. So I don't know if anything is going to come of that, but, it's not in any of the major publications, but...
Not yet, because, time's up, and this is the year of the witch hunt Woody Allen was scared about, so...
Well, hopefully he gets assassinated.
That's super unfortunate here, though, that's a bummer, but, if those allegations are true and they come out, I guess, we might not be seeing Riz Ahmed. Well, anyway, so the next movie that I'm really excited for, or as an honorable mention, is this film called The God Particle.
Ooh.
It's directed by Julius Ona, who's Nigerian. Big ups to Niger folks, making movies, making big moves. Which it's actually a film that's produced by J.J. Abrams, and what they're calling it is basically... a Cloverfield film. So it's in the Cloverfield universe, some sort of Twilight Zone-y, freaky sci-fi thing happening. And you got a couple big players in there, You got Daniel Bruhl. You'll remember him as the sniper from Inglourious Basterds, the German sniper. You got Gugu Mbatha-Raw, who I know her from from the show Easy, but she was also in Asante's films.
I don't know.
Okay.
She was in the Black Mirror episode, the lesbian Dream
San
Heaven
Junipero?
ones. Yeah, that one.
San Junipero. That is not
San
the right word.
Juniper?
You know what it is. It was the finale of season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's in it.
She was cute.
David Oyelowo. She was cute. David Oyelowo from Selma. And my favorite, Zhang Ziyi. You might remember her from Rush Hour 2 as the bad guy. Or the love interest in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Or my favorite, another love interest in 2046. That shit is tight. It sounds all depressing and dreary, but man, that movie, every time gets me. Only time I'll read subtitles. So I'm excited for that. I have no idea what it's going to be, but I'm excited for a Nigerian director to get a big shot. Cloverfield universe is pretty cool. So yeah, it could be good. And then I'm most excited for Ready Player One.
Oh God, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Rory does not give a shit about this movie, but Ready Player One is a film that's based off a book by Ernest Cline.
Incel.
Sorry?
He's an incel.
This dude wrote this book called Ready Player One. It's basically Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory in the future. So right, in Ready Player One, this game designer dies and he leaves this puzzle for this virtual reality world where the first person to beat all the obstacles and finds the prize with these clues gets to be the next CEO of this company, and they get whatever they want. And so it's Willy Wonka, Basically, figure out the prize, get the golden ticket, and then you'll be happy forever. Steven Spielberg's directing it. That's cool. T.J. Miller is in it. Letitia Wright, who's also in Black Panther, is also in it. And then Ben Mendelsohn, a.k.a. the bad guy he's the bad guy in Ready Player One, and he was the bad guy in Star Wars Rogue One. Director Orson Krennic. So
he was Krennic. Oh, he was good in that.
He's very good. So he's going to be great as the bad guy in this. So this bad guy, he sends all his resources after all these other people to kill him. Now, I read the book like 3-4 years ago, and I was kind of skeptical when they said the movie was coming out. When I saw the first trailer, I was like, oh, okay, sure, this is fine. Then when I saw it in the theater, you hear this remixed version of the Pure Imagination from Willy Wonka. You hear a remixed version of that, and seeing just this epic scale of all of these, iconic, characters and and all just these franchises coming together in this movie, I got chills.
See, I have no interest in this film because it looks like a bunch of nostalgia porn to me, and that is not interesting.
That's it. I'm with that. Just totally.
I have a theory, and this should have been in our conspiracy theory episode.
Okay,
where
make it short though. Make it short.
Well, no, where they a whole bunch of adult men babies were stuck in this perpetual childhood, because that's all that comes out is all of this nostalgia for our childhood. And then
Yeah. I mean, that's why we have Stranger Things and It.
Right. And it's just like, we got to grow up, son.
Yeah. So those are what I'm excited for. You got anything else?
Yeah. So, again, I have, I think, 2 more that premiered in 2017, but I'm not going to get to see them until 2018. So I guess 2018 for me in movies is catching up.
Yeah.
The first one is Zama, which apparently is opening the 13th of April wide.
Zombie?
Zama.
Which
Which is a film by Lucrecia Martel, who is an Argentine film director, based on the book by Antonio Di Benedetto.
Cool.
So Lucrecia, it's distributed by Walt Disney in Argentina, which is interesting. Strand releasing here. But I'm excited for Proud Mary, which is coming out on the 12th. Because let me tell you. Okay, so I saw Taraji and Smokin' Aces. And Smokin' Aces was a film.
It was that big shoot 'em up film, right?
It was that big shoot 'em up film, I think from like
8 or something?
2007 or something like that.
Okay.
And it was just pure action film, and she plays like this lesbian sniper. And it was so great. And it was actually somebody that my mom worked with ripped movies. And I wanted to see that movie. And that was the first movie that I saw illegally. I didn't do it illegally, but it was the first movie that I saw illegally. And I loved it. It was great. And then so to see her as an assassin, not reprising her role, but to see her as an assassin.
It's like channeling that.
Yeah, I'm just, oh my God. And then you got the Tina Turner on the soundtrack. It's going to be a bad movie, but I'm going to enjoy it.
No, that's a fun movie, man.
Minute of it. It's going to be so fun.
That's like for people who wanted to see Triple X last year.
Yeah.
And we love Taraji, so shit.
Yes. And Howard Alum as well. So shouts out, HU. So Loveless is a film, again, that came out last year in 2017. Apparently it's premiering in America on the 16th of February. And it's by a guy named Andre that I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Okay.
But he's a Russian filmmaker who is, in 2014, he had a really good year with Leviathan.
Okay.
Which is this weird, I haven't seen it. I really want to see it, but it's this weird docu-drama thing, I guess, about fishing, offshore fishing, and it's like really, really tight frames, and you don't really get to see what's going on, and at least from what I've seen in trailers and stuff. So it looks very intense, but he had a really good run. I think he won the Golden Globes for Best Foreign Film that year.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe it was an Oscar for Best Foreign Film, I can't remember. But he also did The Return in, I think, 2004. And that was a really good film. I can't really remember much because I watched a whole bunch of films around that time when I was first getting into films. But yeah, I'm excited for that as well. And every year at Black Star, AJ comes up with something new. And I'm excited for what AJ has in store for this year. So those are my top films. So do you have any other movies you want to talk about?
Nah, you know what? I'm good. I think that rounds it up. But it looks like there's a bunch of other stuff. But like those are the ones that I will go in the theater and pay for.
Right. Yeah. And I don't think Berlin has announced. It might have announced already. And Venice and TIFF and all of those.
Right. We'll get to those later.
Yeah. But for the ones that we know about, at least, that's what we're going for. So what are we talking about next? What are we excited for next in 2018?
Music. Great. I mean,
this is short for me.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited as I can be about music because the whole apparatus of how music is delivered has changed. In the past, 5-6 years. Everybody just uses Spotify, you show somebody a clip on YouTube or SoundCloud. So yeah, music has changed, and now that everybody's listening to mixtapes and getting it for free or just streaming, there's not as much of a precedent to be excited for an album. But that said, there's a couple things I'm excited for. So you want to do the back and forth again?
I have 2, so.
You have 2, okay. Well, I'll do 2, and then you can do 2, and I'll round it out.
Okay.
Great. I would say I'm pretty excited for a rumored Frank Ocean album, but I'm excited. I heard that he's rumored to be releasing an album. He said he recorded an album before his 30th birthday last October, and supposedly it'll be released some point this year.
Now you know what happened last time. He said he was going to release an album.
It took 6 years.
Yes, and he released 2.
Right. So I'm excited whatever he comes out with. Next up, I'm excited. It's rumored that the Gorillaz are coming out with another album.
I heard that.
And I just heard their last one, Humans is what it's called. And
yeah, Humans.
That album fucking got me, man. That was great. So if they come out with something else, I'm ready for it.
I'm excited actually for this album. I haven't listened to Humans yet, but I know that the features are stacked. So, far, nothing's planned for a release.
These are all just rumors.
So I have one planned that's already out. It came out on the 5th of January. Cupcake's new album, E4Eyes. Haven't listened to it yet, but Cupcake is a raunchy rapper, but she's down with the LGBTs.
Okay.
And she also raps about like gentrification and police brutality and stuff like that. So she stunts.
Where's she from?
New York City. I don't know which borough.
Okay. And I'm just checking. So
I want to say Brooklyn, but I'm not. 100.
So she might be in like league with like, Princess Nokia or Jungle Pussy or.
God, I hope not.
For either of those. Got it. Yeah. See, because he doesn't like anything.
I hate everything. And I'm assuming Cardi B is going to release something this year.
That's what I've heard.
And I am 100%.
He's with it. He's down.
Yeah, so I'm excited for Cardi. Especially Finesse that she just dropped with Bruno Mars. That remix.
That shit was
with
fly.
the In Living Color
video.
The In Living. Oh my God. Let's talk about nostalgia porn.
But that's some shit that you were about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean come on. That shit look fly.
It's contradictions, man.
Cool. So that's what you're excited for?
That's all I could think of. Because nothing that's planned to be released I was interested in.
I got 3 more. I'll tell you right now. So Migos is coming out with the sequel to Culture 2. So next up, I'm excited for whatever Kanye West releases this year. Remember back when he released Life of Pablo, he said he was going to release another album that May called TurboGrafx 16, which I like to call TurboTax XXX. Apparently this is the year of the comeback for him, It was reported he was recording an album in Wyoming or something, and he's supposed to come out with another good music tape called Cruel Winter, which you better hurry up because shit's almost over. Whatever it is, I will listen to.
See, I remember Life of Pablo. And Ultralight Beam is bar none one of the best tracks ever. And then it was, I think, Father Stretch My Hand Part 1 and Part 2.
Part 1.
And after that, it was no good.
Okay.
But Kanye's always going to have a cultural moment, so...
Yeah. And then finally, the thing I'm most excited for is Flying Lotus.
Everybody's excited for that.
Electronic music, he's coming out with something this year. Last year had a great year. He released this disgusting film called Kuso, where at the Sundance premiere, people had barf bags because... some people, it was just so affecting. I still haven't had a chance to see the movie, but I'm going to check that out. I know Hannibal Buress shows up in it, and Thundercat shows up in it. And then I got to see him live in October, and he played this amazing show where they gave out 3D glasses, so the whole visuals behind him were in 3D. Whatever it comes out this year is going to be amazing.
Fly Low is...
So that's it on the music front, to be honest.
So I have some TV shows that I'm actually interested in seeing.
Atlanta Robin season. That's it.
Atlanta comes out March 1st on FX. I'm excited for that. Now I wasn't an Atlanta fan at the beginning.
He was not.
And then that episode. What was the episode called?
Which one?
The one that you really liked with the commercials.
Montague episode.
Montague.
Yeah.
That was really great.
Amazing.
Episode.
That's the one he won the Emmy for. The Shy, yeah. Lena Waithe, The Shy.
Yes, that's playing now on Showtime. I'm excited to see that. I'm going to binge that when the season's over with. And then talk about nostalgia porn. Young Justice Outsiders is going to... Cartoon Network is bringing back the Young Justice series.
I thought they were still doing that.
No, they stopped after season 2 because something about with the toy promotion or something that... more girls were buying the toys, and because of gender marketing, they wanted boys to buy the toys. I don't understand. I can't remember the details of it.
If the toys sell, just let them sell.
Right. So they got rid of Young Justice in favor of Teen Titans Go. But DC has the best cartoons.
Yeah.
In terms of superheroes, like you have Batman the animated series,
hands down, forever.
Justice League Unlimited.
Even that
the
Superman was
one
okay.
was good. Yeah. And Young Justice was really good too. And they left on a cliffhanger because I think Doomsday or Darkseid, one of them, that's where they left it in season 2, and it's just like.
And then they never finished. That's crazy.
So.
Okay. Any other TV?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Hey, fuck Trump, don't forget.
And now a word from our sponsors.
If we had any.
Are you hungry?
Yep.
Eat some chicken.
Niggas eating chicken.
From anywhere. Popeyes, probably not KFC,
No.
Bojangles, Churches,
Zaxby's. Probably not
Zaxby's, maybe Zaxby's, why not?
Yeah. Great, and we're back.
All right, Rory, so what's for dessert?
Dessert is personal goals in 2018.
Ooh, the new you, new me,
Yeah.
all that kind of
So
stuff. Yeah.
these are different than resolutions because
we don't do that.
this is like exciting things that are
Just
happening.
I called it like forecasting 2018,
Yeah.
things on the horizon, you know?
So do you want to do this one-to-one?
I mean, I just have two, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'll go first then. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to graduate.
Amen. Amen, man. Just a fucking man.
Like, it's been a rough ride, ups and downs. It's over and you got to get to work.
May 12th, that's
May
it.
12th.
That's
Yep.
it.
So that's my first, most exciting one.
I'm with you there.
You and I are going to Sundance along with LaDawn in a couple of weeks as interns, while we get access to certain films and we also get access to the networking parties.
Yeah.
Courtesy of the Black House, paid for by BET. So we're excited.
And we also get access to all that snow and cold.
Yeah.
Be excited.
So that's fun. That's actually going to be not my first film festival, but my first major film festival.
Same.
That I get to go to.
I mean, I legit remember like looking up Sundance like when I was about to graduate high school going, oh, that'd be so cool. Get to go see all these cool indie movies. And now, you know, a little longer than it should have taken, we get to go.
Yeah. So what I'm excited for again, speaking of festivals, is the festival run for my short film Orchid Boys that I shot with Julie Dash.
Message.
Yep. So I guess we can link a trailer to Orchid
absolutely.
Boys. But we're going to, hopefully, we're going to go to Outfest, Black Star, and American Black Film Festival.
Hey.
So that's fun. And I'm excited. I want to see what the midterms bring, the midterm elections. I want to see all of the drama. And, you know, since we've been to Howard, we have been 2 degrees separated from Ava DuVernay.
Yep.
And I feel we're going to meet Ava DuVernay. At least I'm going to meet Ava DuVernay this year.
Yeah, we are.
Not like a, hey, give me a job, da-da-da, but just, I see you, and you see me, and that's all I want. I'm excited to meet her.
That's it.
That's my 2018.
That's some goals, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you with graduating May 12th. Just blessings then. And going to Sundance, I'm excited. You know, also my first major film festival. And you know what? I'm actually just really excited to move. I'm banking on some warmer weather. I am one of those bi-coastal liberals. And I hope I can get to New York or sunny LA. And LA, not even for the film industry, just for the weather.
See, because I'm a Florida boy, and I already hate this weather that we're having up in DC, well, the DMV. LaDawn and I might be moving to Baltimore.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. That's a pretty dope place. So, yeah, I mean, there's some good shit happening in 2018, yeah? Yeah.
Exciting stuff.
Very.
This has been an episode of Niggas Eatin' with your hosts, Rory and
Temi.
Make sure to follow us on SoundCloud for now. We're hoping to expand. Maybe that's another thing that we're excited for, is to expand to like
Expand
iTunes
in this podcast,
and get graphics and intro
Every
music
week, this
and
shit's going to be better.
Better and better and
so
better.
stick with it, please.
Please.
Yeah. Follow us where?
Follow us. You can follow me on Twitter at rem_blues, REM_blues. And you can follow me on Instagram at remblues, no underscore, REMBLUES on Instagram.
And you can follow me on Twitter at itzebra, ITZEBRA, and on Instagram, itzebra11.
Is that spelled out?
2 ones,
Okay.
not the word.
Great.
All right. Catch us on SoundCloud, Niggas Eatin'. Look out for the website and the Facebook and all that good stuff. And, you know, guests and more blessings and awesome shit this coming year.
Yep. Peace.
Peace.